their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. They met in back-to-back Super Bowls in the 90s, and they're together again. The Cowboys and Bills are underway. This is Tony Pollard. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. 3. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Yards remain for second down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
The run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check 26, check 26.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the Bills are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. This is brought in by the tight end, Tommy Sweeney. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Allen. He finds his man. That's Sweeney. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now Allen again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On second down, Elliott. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 58 for Mike. 58. 58 for Mike. You can go 47. 58, boy. 58. 58 for Mike.
Prescott now. And he is caught by Lamb. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
2nd and 8 coming up. Set him back 5. Second down, Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw, Prescott. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On play action, Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. On first down, Allen. Left side here to Sanders. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after try forthcoming. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Prescott on first down. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first and 10, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. On play action, Prescott. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I
think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 2nd and inches, Allen escaping the pressure right. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. On 1st down, Elliott. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here pulled in by Beasley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. On the slant, he's got Sanders. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Allen. He hits Beasley right side. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Cole Beasley. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now Pollard. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Prescott to throw it. That one complete, Elliott. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at Bills' 32-yard line. Here we go, G. Get off the field. 46 for Mike, 46. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Whip. Hey, count. 47.
Now Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a pass dumped off to his running back, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Gosh, given the time of the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They go to Elliott again. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Prescott to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
To return is McKenzie. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
See if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the